Welcome back to Melody Guitar Book 2. This book focuses on learning how to read and play melodies in standard music notation. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Melody Guitar 2 that you can read from and write in, plus you can feed a music teacher. So I'll leave a link in the description. We're on pages 80 and 81. You've been learning about sharps, and now you're going to learn about flats. Top of page 80. This is a flat sign, looks like a little B, and a flat is an accidental, like a sharp or a natural, that lowers the note by a half step or 1 fret. So here we have a G played with third finger, third fret. Now we have a G flat, so this G moves to the second fret, becomes a G flat. So it's a half step or 1 fret lower than your G. A few lessons ago, you learned about the rule of accidentals, where an accidental applied to one note applies to that same note if it appears in the same measure. This applies to flats as well. So in this example, all these G's are flat because of that rule of accidentals. Now remember, it resets after the bar line in the next measure. So it goes back to naturals in the second measure. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. At the top of page 81, we have number 154. This is in 4/4 time, and it's marked slowly, which doesn't give you a metronome marking, but the play-through was at quarter equals 70. So that's pretty slow. And of course, this one has some flats in it. So let's take a look at those. We start off with a G to an A flat. Now your A would normally be on third string, second fret. So your A flat is going to be 1 fret lower or 1 fret to the left on the first fret, and make sure you play that with your first finger. So those first two measures are going to be G, A flat, G, F, G. Then we have an A flat again. Now we have an E flat. Now your E would normally be on the second fret of string 4, but this is an E flat, so it's going to be on the first fret. So those, I should say the last two measures of that first line, we have A flat, G, F, E flat, F. Second line, we have those same accidentals or same flats. We have some A flats and E flats. E flat, F, and then C. And notice I played that C with my second finger. Of course you can play that C, F to C with your third finger. Just for smoothness, you might want to try second finger. So third finger on the F, and then second finger on that C. Third line, we have a C to a B flat. Now your B is going to be second fret on the fifth string, so your B flat is going to be first fret or 1 fret to the left on the fifth string. So we have C, B flat, C, E flat, first finger, C, then a couple B flats. And that second B flat in the measure is still going to be, I should say the second B in that measure is still going to be a B flat because of the rule of accidentals, even though it doesn't have a flat marked in front of it. So C, B flat, C. Then line 4, more C's, B flats, and E flats. F, 2, 3, E flat, F. Line 5 is identical to line 1, so we're going to skip that and go to the last line, line 6. We have G, A flat, G, F, E flat, G, F, 2, 3, E flat, F. If you need to, go ahead and write some fingerings or other reminders in your music to help, especially with these new notes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with writing some reminders in your music. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, play. 2, 3, 2, 3. At the bottom of page 81, we have number 155. It's in 3/4 time, marked Allegro, quarter equals 1/16, so that was what the playthrough is at. And of course, this one has some flats, so let's take a look. We start off F, G flat. Now G is 3rd fret, so G flat is going to be 2nd fret. And then we have an A flat. Now your A is 5th fret, so your A flat is going to be 4th fret. So we have F, G flat, A flat, back to G flat, and F. And notice that I left my fingers down. Moving from F to G flat, I kept my first finger down. G flat to A flat, I kept my second finger down because I'm going to be going back to those fingers. So now I just lift a finger, I've got my G flat, I lift my second finger, and I have an F. Then we have a courtesy natural marked in front of this D in the 3rd measure. We don't really need that D natural marked. However, there's a D flat in the next measure, and it would be tempting to think that maybe there's a typo and that's supposed to be a D flat also. So that's why that D natural is marked there with the parentheses. So in the 3rd measure, we have F, D to D flat. So that D flat will be a 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. So D is 3rd fret, D flat will be 2nd fret. So here are those first 4 measures again. Then we have F on the 1st string to a D flat on the 2nd string. So that's just finger 1 and then finger 2 on the D flat. And I like to keep my finger down on that F because I'm returning to it. So F, I play my D flat, but I still have my first finger down on the F. So I just lift my second finger up. There's my F again to that G flat. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Beginning of the 2nd line is just like the 1st line. And then F, G flat 2nd finger, back to F. There's that courtesy natural in front of the D again. And then 2nd finger, 2nd fret on these D flats. Your assignment is to practice the exercises on page 81 and watch out for all those flats. And as always, work on keeping a steady tempo by playing along with the video or play to a metronome so you can choose your own tempo. Don't forget to order your own copy of Melody Guitar Book 2. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy that you can read from and write in, so I'll leave a link in the description. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you on page 82, where you're going to learn how to take an open string note and change it to a flat.